My name is Keith and I'm from Boulder, Colorado in the United States. My background is in the software industry. I worked for IBM for 8 years and a variety of jobs like software development, consulting, management, sales. I also have a master's in business administration from the University of Denver. And in 2009 I fulfilled a long-standing promise to myself to quit my job and start to travel. And through those travels, which started out as sort of a seeking, I discovered Zen Buddhism and yoga, and that has transformed my life and changed how I've lived since. I have a very specific memory of this. I was traveling in Nepal, doing a trek in the Himalaya, and I met a fellow traveler who had told me about his plans to go to Agama in Rishikesh. And what really attracted me to Agama was the fact that they seemed to offer more than just a physical approach to yoga and something that went into more of the spiritual aspects. I've known about the TTC for a long time. I've been in Copenhagen in the past and have studied for a number of months with the school, but my decision to participate in the TTC came through my Zen Buddhist practice, where I started to ask myself, how can I share my practice with others? And Agama and its teaching style, it seems to be an amazing way to grow and develop individually and gain that ability to share practice with others. It's actually about spiritual evolution and transformation, and not just about physical postures and asanas. And the other element that really appeals to me is the fact that it's an immersion program. So for 3 months you are here with a small group of people, and everything you do is practice. You're eating, sleeping, practicing together all day long, and it really provides a catalyst to grow personally as a teacher. I'd say that most of the teachings are very inspirational. Just even in the first few days you learn about the chakra system, the foundations of yoga, the history of yoga. You hear about a lot of spiritual masters like Ramakrishna, Shivananda, Patanjali, and others, and I find a lot of the information presented in the program unlike anything that I've ever heard of in the West and the United States in particular. And for me, that's just a refreshing and inspiring information. I feel great. I feel really connected to the school and to my classmates. I feel my heart very open, and I feel mostly just really peaceful and really inspired by everything that's in the course. A few challenges are, one, it's very time consuming. The schedule is such that you're pretty much at the school most of the day with a few short breaks, and as you can see, this is a paradise that we're in, and so not having time to explore the island and be at the beaches and things like that, I'd say are a challenge. I'm most interested in just developing personally, and I don't have a goal at the end to necessarily become a teacher or to find myself in a certain place in a certain time. I'm more just trusting this process, and because of its intensity, I think it's actually a better approach to allow things to unfold as the course goes, and we'll see where I end up in 3 months. We just completed our second month out of 3, and so we've taken a second exam, and everyone has done 2 practicums out of 4, and so now we're moving into the last 4 weeks where we prepare our 2 practicums, and we also get ready for a final exam I think in about 4 weeks. It's going pretty well. There's an intensity to the program. We're learning 1 or 2 new asanas every day, new techniques, and then we're also expected to prepare our practicums, which is when we teach our peers and to a supervisor. So it's kind of, if we're not here at the school studying or practicing, we're at home studying and preparing for those things. Looking back on the 2 practicums, I found the first one was a little less intense in the sense that there weren't as many things expected of us, and I think that the first practicum was more about just getting used to being in front of a classroom, like how to set up a room, how to guide people through the warm-up exercises, and a short practice. And then the second practicum kind of stepped it up a notch, where we needed to lead a set of sun salutations, as well as deliver a 25-minute lecture. So that required a lot more preparation, and for me it brought up a lot more nerves. And in the past I've done lots of presenting in corporate America and these situations, but it's very different when you're speaking about a spiritual topic and something that is a new territory for me. But in the end, I felt very nervous. My peers said I didn't appear nervous, so I guess that's a good sign. A really close connection amongst the people in the group. We're now isolated with just our peers in the TTC. Before we were with a larger group of students, and so now every day it's just the 24 of us, and there's this, I think, really beautiful support and inspiration that I'm finding with my peers. For me, it's beautiful. I've been practicing Agama now for a couple of years, but this is probably my most, I've been practicing most intensely during the TTC, and this practice focusing on the energy and on the chakras is something that's really evolving for me, and I'm just learning new things about myself every day, and how my subtle body functions, and how I go much beyond just the physical body that science and the Western worldview maintains for us. Yeah, today's a celebration of the completion of our 3-month teachers training program, and a acknowledgement of ourselves as yoga teachers. We'll be receiving a certificate tonight and celebrating at a final ceremony. And I think just coming together as a group one last time to say goodbye and good luck and congratulations as people start to go off into different directions. I feel amazing today, actually. We had a really touching process this morning where we really got to connect with our classmates and the teachers that we've been with for the last 12 weeks, and it's really just opened my heart, and I feel so much gratitude for everyone who put together this TTC, including Swami and all of my classmates that supported me throughout the process. Before the program started, I knew I wanted to develop the skills and confidence to be able to teach yoga to others, and I'm absolutely sure that I did accomplish that, and I feel I'm well equipped and confident to start sharing practice with other people, and that's exciting. I'm going to continue my studies actually for a little bit longer. I'm going to go to an Agama branch in Mazunte, Mexico, and do another training program in the Hridaya meditation style, and so I'll continue to develop myself as a teacher and as a practitioner, and after that I don't know. Well, I'd highly recommend the program. It's been a fantastic experience for me. The structure is wonderful. It will really push you to your edge of development as a teacher and as a human being. And I'd suggest, coming to the island, maybe doing some of the Agama courses, meeting the people who are here, speaking to people who've done the teachers training program, and deciding for yourself. But I really would have nothing but positive things to say about my time.